Hey JobStream family, this video is for our business owners out there. So September is fast approaching and we are almost at the end of the year. It is going to be Q4 and we need to grow our businesses. I'm sure we all want to make more money, have more clients, help more people. So in this video, we are going to talk about what we have specifically for you that you're gonna love to do exactly that, to help you make more money, get more clients, grow your business, and meet all of your goals before 2026. So I'm gonna hand it over to Adonis. He's our expert on this side of the business, and he's gonna let you know what we have in store.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Jess, for the intro. And for those who have been following this channel, you know me. I've been a recruiter for almost a decade. And one of the things I enjoy the most is helping businesses with growth. We kind of just covered that. And one of the ways that I'm helping them is with savings. Recruiting is a very expensive ordeal. Most companies are paying anywhere between 25 and $30,000 per hire on the recruitment side, plus whatever the salary is for that individual that they're hiring, and that's a lot of money. It requires a good deal of funding in order to be able to get recruitment help. And so, as we come upon the fall, and September is rolling right around the corner, it'll be here before we know it. Um, Probably going to be time for you to bring on more manpower. Probably going to be time for you to start looking at solidifying your team, or if you're letting somebody go and looking to replace them, that's an unfortunate situation, but it exists in the market. You're definitely going to need some answers. You're going to need a recruitment agency that can help you with your specific business culture, finding the right person to fit right in, who's going to perform, who's going to be a success in your company. And obviously, there's no guarantees that anybody is going to be successful in your company. But what there is a lot of really good concerted effort and a really good plan in motion for a recruiter to be able to find the right person. Usually takes a good relationship between the recruiter and the hiring executives making this call. So we wanted to dive a little bit into our offers. I know we've done this before, where we kind of showed a little bit of our startup package that we've got going on. And I wanted to show you something very specific that I think is going to be very helpful for you. We call this the little bounty, and it's going to appear on the screen in just a little bit. Give me just a second here. Can you see my screen, Jess? Jesse there?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I can see it. I was on
Yeah,
mute.
no worries, no worries. So, as you can see on the screen, we have some startup packages. These are usually reserved for companies that are growing. We usually target companies that are in growth mode, usually anywhere between 5 to 10 people at the minimum. And then, once you've gone up from that, this is just a slam dunk easy decision for you. But basically, we work on retainer. I wanted to very quickly explain that retainer is beneficial for all parties. It's beneficial for the recruiter because the recruiter knows that there's commitment. The recruiter knows that the company actually cares about a partnership that's actually formed for the purpose of getting this done. And then on the company side, there should be a good deal of trust, that when a retainer is paid, the recruiter is going to perform and do his job to the best of their ability. Because, I mean, why wouldn't a recruiter want to keep a relationship where the company invests in them and believes in them and really fully gives them the opportunity to staff for whatever open roles that they have? And it's an incredible privilege that we don't take lightly. Being on retainer is awesome for many reasons. It also gives us the resources to be able to, function in our role and not have to worry about, are we going to get paid for the work that we do. Now, it's also beneficial for the company in other ways. The company is going to receive a lot more confidence on the side of candidates. Candidates are well aware that when recruiters work on contingency, the rate of success of placing them in that role is very small. And so retainer actually gives them a much higher chance of and feeling that there's commitment and a different pedigree of company that they're dealing with. So on the persona side, on the image side, there's an image building persona that's created when you pay your recruiter ahead of time on retainer, because there's a commitment there and people want to work with people who are committed to making changes. The finder's fee, you'll realize, is incredibly affordable. This is not a finder's fee that most recruiters would even think about as an option, because usually they're much bigger staffed. There's a lot of work that goes into this kind of a thing. But like I said before, this is being added to this. So in total, you end up paying 10,000, but that's nothing compared to what you see in the market today. That's highly affordable for most startups. Third, and by the way, we do offer financing on the finder's fee. So if you need a little bit of time, in order to make this payment right here, you can pay via credit card and, basically pay this off over time. That's incredibly advantageous because, I mean, this is a lot of money right here for some people that are just starting their business. We have a 30-day hiring guarantee as well. So let's say month, within the first month, you already know that this person's not working out for XYZ reasons. Hopefully that would never happen. We do vet our people very carefully, and we only pick people that are employed to recruit for your business, predominantly, unless you've made it very clear you're looking for anybody who can do the job. Most people would prefer, though, to hire somebody who's already doing the kind of work that needs to be done and would want to make a switch. And that's where the benefits really come in handy. We promote your organization to the right people and offer it to them, right? We compete. We make sure that every single person that we go out and get for you, they're working for a competitor who's doing well. We also do an executive analysis of your company and make sure that every single person that we're interviewing or talking to is a good fit culturally, because we understand that that's very important as well. So the little bounty is a very simple package. There just really isn't much to it other than you're saving a lot of money. You have a 30-day hiring guarantee. And by the way, the guarantee, I want to make sure we make this clear in the terms, and this will be in the contract as well for any companies that decide to work with us. We'll replace that person for free. Okay. But we don't have like a money back guarantee or anything like that for this service. Recruitment, there's a lot of work that goes into it. And by the way, that's the whole reason why you have us on retainer to begin with, is because you're putting your trust in us to continually make sure that the position is filled. And by the way, we don't want to work with anybody that's just abusing this 30-day hiring guarantee. This is a very generous offer. It's not really made by many people. 30 days is not a lot of time. It's very hard to justify firing somebody within 30 days unless they're literally just like a criminal or they did something absolutely terrible or they've shown incredible incompetence immediately. And if this happens enough times with one company, it's going to kind of become apparent, like maybe this company just isn't, they're not really taking this seriously. So let's go on to package 2. This is another really great deal for the fall. The retainer is 3,000 for this one, and the reason why is because we give a longer guarantee in terms of how many days that the person can be working for you before you decide you want a replacement. We have a finder's fee of 12,000, so ultimately you pay 15,000. That's only $5,000 more than the first package. And what are the benefits of this one? By the way, also finder's fees are financeable for all of these packages. So just so you're aware. Perks and benefits, executive analysis of the company. So same perks and benefits of the first one. But what we do in addition is we're going to basically give you greater insights into each of the candidates that you're looking at, right? We'll do videos, take videos, make sure that you kind of get an understanding of how these people communicate. 2 months of the hot list. So the hot list is basically our lead gen, our lead gen strategy, in which we're finding companies that have need of your services, and they haven't posted anything that they're needing your services, but we know that they are because we work with a couple of data providers that really give us these leads. And then we put together strategies for your services and put together irresistible offers for your company if that's something you're looking for or needing. By the way, you wouldn't even need to look at package 2 unless you're really thinking you would like to up you'd like to up your guarantee in terms of the employment, or you're looking for some type of lead gen, right? Those are the two conditions by which I recommend the Elite Hunter, because you're going to get incredible value. And same goes for the Golden Steel, which has a much bigger guarantee on the hire. You're still paying a minimum of $20,000, which again, that's like pretty average. But what you're getting with this is you're getting 3 months of lead gen. You're also getting strategy for putting together your offer, automation coaching, which many companies desperately need, and then help with creating marketing videos. So this is also like helping you to publicize and make better use of your brand and making sure people see you in a certain way. So that's, we can help you with posting those to YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever you need. And then on top of that, we're helping you find amazing people. Now, one last thing I'll point out about the finder's fees. Finder's fees apply for all candidates that we staff with your company. And over time, we may arrange a higher contract if we've successfully placed a good number of people with you. Retainer is a one-time thing. This is not a payment you make per month. This is a one-time payment prior to engaging with us, and or really experiencing our services, that shows that you're committed to our process and you're open to a relationship. Now, you can quit the retainer, right? You can say, hey, I would like to do a retainer. You do the retainer for however long you do it for, and then you can decide, I don't want to be in a relationship anymore with this recruiter. And by the way, this isn't an exclusive retainer either. So you're committing to us by paying us, but you don't necessarily have to only work with us. You can work with other recruiters if you want to. We just don't encourage you to do that, but you can. um, and Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so the biggest thing is we just want to partner with companies that are serious, and I know candidates do too. We don't want to waste candidates' time. We don't want to be on some type of contingency arrangement where we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if the company is really serious about this, or if they're just like jerking our chain, trying to get us to put effort into these searches and then cancel these searches later on for whatever other reason that they might be thinking that they want to do that. I'm not saying if you're watching this video that you're the type of business owner that would do that, but we're seeing a lot of that in the market, and it's just not a good use of anyone's time. So that's why we have retainers on all of these. All of these are affordable, so that way every single person who runs a business can really consider this as an option. We do have financing, like I said, so that way you're able to really afford it. And like I said, we do have guarantees, so that way we make sure that we're getting the right person in the role for you. And as far as lead gen and everything goes, we've put together quite a bit of information about how we do marketing and everything in our videos. There's a whole business owner playlist that we have on our YouTube channel, and it's really exciting stuff. So, with all that said, Jess, what were your comments on all of this?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know that much about the recruiting side, but from everything that I do know and I've learned, I feel like these prices are a steal. I think that it really will work for your business. We are in Q4, we're coming up to Q4, so we do want to have big, strong results before 2026, before everyone goes on their Christmas holidays and stuff. So now is really the time, and with these prices, I don't see why you would say no. Especially with all the extra support, because a lot of people are charging like triple the price and all they do is find the person. But on top of that, you're getting the hot list. On top of that, you can get help with creating your videos, marketing, all these different things, coaching, automation, which like no one else is really doing at all. So it really does, encompass so much that I just see like it being a really good idea. If you're serious about growing your business, this is the package for you.
Yes, indeed. Well, I appreciate you saying all that. And one doesn't have to be a genius in the recruiting space to know when they see a good deal, right? There's a lot of variables that go into that. And technology today has made everything very easy for recruiters. So when it comes to finding the right people for your business, what you need to find is somebody who's very nifty with the kind of recruiting technology that identifies great candidates for your service, as well as somebody who's very well networked or has a great network, and somebody like me who's got 7,000 connections and building, that are mostly in sales but in other categories as well, that could be very advantageous for your business. And so with that said, we're excited to do work with you. Reach out to us if you feel like you have recruiting or lead gen needs, and we'll see you on the other side.